Hi everybody, Professor Gustin here, and we're on week 7 of human biology, and we have exam number 2 and lecture and lab on digestion. Before I talk about this, I want to remind you that at the end of week 7, we have a break week. I will be setting up the content for the course at the end. I'll set up week 8 at the end of week 7, and I'm going to try to set up week 9 at the end of the break week. So you could actually work a week ahead if you want. You do not have to work over break. If you look at the syllabus, you actually do get a break week off. But if you want to work ahead, you can work over break. So I will be setting up materials for that. And that's kind of nice at the very end of the semester when you've got a lot going on that you can be a week ahead if you want. So meanwhile, we're on week 7. We're going to be talking about digestion. But the first thing you're going to do is exam number 2. Exam number 2 covers tissues, cardiovascular heart and blood vessels, and cardiovascular blood. Lecture material from that. You have 60 minutes to take the exam. It's got 51 multiple choice questions. I highly recommend that you take it towards the beginning of the week because you just learned this material last week. It's as close to your memory as it's going to be. So also it reduces the stress because you don't have all the lecture material and the exam to take. So try to space yourself out during the week. Give yourself some time to study. Remember, studying for the exam means practicing recall. You can practice recall by using your learning outcomes on your study guide and your vocabulary words and trying to state them out loud without your notes. When you don't know an answer, go look it up. If you know an answer, check it off. So use your study guides to study for the exam. I write the test from the study guides. Finally, one last note about the test is when I ask people when you're doing respondus and I ask you to scan your work area. I see a lot of people just showing me like walls and their floor and stuff like that. I want to see what you can see while you're working on the test. I want to see your desktop. I want to see where your keyboard is, where your desktop is, what you're looking at while you're taking the exam. And I will take off points if I find that I need to see that and you didn't show it to me in the scan. So please, when you're doing the scan your area part, make sure you're showing me what you can see while you're taking the exam. There's a lecture study guide on the digestive system as well as a bunch of videos to go along with it. And then a lecture assignment, one of the adaptive learning assignments. There's a lab handout. The lab handout this week is a little bit shorter than usual, just to give you a little extra time to take the test. And there are no virtual labs. It's mostly anatomy and a little bit of nutrition. And then there's a lab quiz. So that's all we have for this week. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to be helpful or get you through this a little bit easier. And have a great week, guys, and a great break.